Hey everybody, my name is Terrell from Lighthouse Church. Today I'm going to be reading Psalms chapter 78 from the New American Standard Bible, 1995. As we continue this walk through the Psalms with Lighthouse Church, I'm going to be reading verses 1 through 39. And it says, "Listen, O my people, to my instruction, incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable and utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not conceal them from our children, but tell to the generation to come the praises of the Lord, and his strength and his wondrous works that he has done. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should teach them to their children, that the generation to come might know, even the children yet to be born, that they may arise and tell them to their children, and they shall put their confidence in God and not forget the works of God, but to keep his commandments. And not to be like their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that did not prepare its heart, and whose spirit was not faithful to God. The sons of Ephraim were archers equipped with bows, yet they turned their back in the day of battle. They did not keep the covenant of God and refused to walk in his law. They forgot his deeds and his miracles that he had shown them. He wrought wonders before the fathers in the land of Egypt, in the field of Zoan. He divided the seas and caused them to pass through, and he made the waters stand up like a heap. Then he led them in with a cloud by day, and all the night with a light of fire. He split the rocks in the wilderness and gave them abundant drink like the ocean depths. He brought forth streams also from the rock and caused water to run down like rivers. Yet they still continued to sin against him, to rebel against the Most High in the desert. And in their heart they put God to the test by asking food according to their desire. Then they spoke against God and said, Can God prepare a table in the wilderness? Behold, he struck the rock so that the water gushed out and the streams were overflowing. Can he give bread also? Will he provide meat for his people? Therefore the Lord heard and was full of wrath, and a fire kindled against Jacob, and anger also mounted against Israel, because they did not believe in God, and did not trust in his salvation. Yet he commanded the clouds above, and opened the doors of heaven, and rained down manna upon them to eat, and gave them food from heaven. Man did not eat the bread of angels. He sent them food in abundance. He caused the east wind to blow in the heavens, and by his power he directed the south wind. When he rained meat upon them like the dust, even wind fouled like the sands of the seas. Then he let them fall in the midst of their camp, round about their dwellings. So they ate and were well filled, and their desire he gave to them. Before they had satisfied their desire, while their food was in their mouths, the anger of God rose against them and killed some of their stoutest ones, and subdued the choice men of Israel. In spite of this, they still sinned and did not believe in him and his wondrous works. So he brought their days to an end in futility, and their years in sudden terror. When he killed them, then they sought him, and returned and searched diligently for God. And they remembered that God was their rock, and the Most High God their Redeemer. And they deceived him with their mouth, and they lied to him with their tongue. For their heart was not steadfast toward him, nor were they faithful in their covenant. But he, being compassionate, forgave their iniquity, and did not destroy them. And often he restrained his anger, and did not arouse with his wrath. Thus he remembered that they were but flesh, a wind that passes and does not return. Thank you, God, for that reading of your word. I hope that someone got blessed. We love you, God, and y'all have a wonderful night.